One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will have the football first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last year.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college.
Wide open spaces. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's DeLuca. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Demon Deacons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't get him to the ground. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Now improvising. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you know the offense is going to come out trying to get this guy the football, right? He's their best receiver. He's their best receiving target. Great job on defense knocking that one away.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Going with the ground game left. There he goes. Lots of running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. And the Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Going right to work up top. The sure hands, it's Hernandez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to throw on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Flushed out of the pocket. He's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Vick.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grab behind the line. It's Vick. And the Demon Deacons brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mays. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground.
Hits the afterburners! And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. Discards him with the stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run in the red zone. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of line. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Trying to burn this defensive back. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back.
Breaks into the open on the touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys. Wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. Jacksonville State is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. They had better solve this riddle and fast. They're up by 11 over Jacksonville State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield is Lee. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They kick it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. First down and more. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Canes.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And he affects his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Look out, he's got room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to...
Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, you know that every single week, this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the pocket. That last play, he's able to get outside, scramble, and go make something happen. And with that last run, he's now eclipsed the 100-yard rushing mark for the game.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Lyle. He'll try to do it himself. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Wide open spaces. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. The Hurricanes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to pass, it's St. Clair. Quarterback moving. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Wants to go on top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Demon Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Still running at the 35. Turning it on. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Demon Deacons didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A big play for the defense with a first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. They get to him as he throws. Got his man down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's past the 30. There he goes! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. The Demon Deacons are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch down the right side. Off to the races. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to kick this one away.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football.
Lots of running room. He's loose. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Quarterback extends the play. At the 20, he's got space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Oh, he's getting ahead. Headed to the end zone. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beat.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. He wants to change this route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Out of bounds, right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. This time it's complete. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.